Lisa, can I have some more?
Yeah, here's some more cheer for your cuticle.
Thank you.
Wow, you just sucked that up pretty quickly. Is that Burberry?
Please. Hi guys, thank you guys for coming to my channel today. I really appreciate it, and we're gonna get right into it. Today we are talking about subscribing. You know what time it is. Anyways, but no, seriously, today we're gonna be talking about high porosity, my high porosity ladies. Where are my high porosity ladies? Right here, right here, right here. Yes. those three causes usually cause high porosity. Definitely I can say any bad dye jobs, or if you're recently coming back from relaxing, or if you have a deep conditioning routine where you don't deep condition. Yes, I'm going to be coming for you guys later for that, but definitely that's how you can. Let's start. I'm going to basically break this out into 3 points. We're going to be talking about today, we're going to be talking about the causes, the symptoms, and then we're going to give you a solution, because I'm not going to sit here and waste your time and tell you, oh my God, you have high porosity. Okay, bye. Go home now. Bye. Bye. You know, I'm waving so you can see these cute gloves. I know you think they're adorable. I'll leave them in the link below if you want to wear them. But so basically in all honesty, like with high porosity, when I had first started being natural, I started off my hair was high porosity. Basically, it would suck it up, like you saw in my skit earlier, my struggly skit with my Great Value Oliver twist. It would just suck up all the moisture, and then it would just suck up all the moisture and then just evaporate immediately. Like, I promise you, I could set a timer. I can set something at 12 o'clock, and then I set a timer at 12 o'clock, put the products on at 12 o'clock. At 11:59, the products have now disappeared. And guess what? All these companies are just making all this money here. I keep looking down because I actually have some real crucial points I really want to tell you guys. So definitely, like, it's just gonna, like, that's one of the symptoms of it sucking up really dry. Another symptom is that there's no product buildup. And the thing about it is, like, with my hair, which is low porosity, when there's no product buildup, it's actually a bad thing, because they're thinking, okay, well, I don't got product buildup like low porosity does. I was like, actually, that's bad, because of the fact that if you look at the dichotomy of the hair shaft, I'm gonna sit here and show this picture here. So here, think of it as in, like, where you see these ridges at. Basically, on these ridges, water can come in, but it also can come out. Basically, think of low porosity like stapling Jello to a wall. Have you tried it? If you tried stapling Jello to a wall, go ahead and leave the comments below, because I know you eat cereal with a fork. So there's another thing that I've noticed too is that when you're high porosity, another symptom of it is the fact that it snaps easy. Like, do your fingers do this snap? Like, anything can make it snap. Like, you sneeze, your hair breaks off. Like, that's I know that struggle, because like I said, 6 years ago when I started this natural hair journey, I also felt like anything I would do, anything I did to my hair, like, I can say this right now, anything I would think to do, I'm just like, okay, well, let me put it in a ponytail, snap. That puff, if you see me, you'll never really catch me rocking a puff, especially when my hair was shorter. Like, that was my go-to hairstyle, but now, like, it's just, I don't do it. It definitely erodes my edges a lot. So I can definitely say I don't do the snap. I don't do that, but like what a lot of people do is just that this is where the breakage comes in. So a lot of people will, like, they get some growth, but like I said, I did the same thing too. You get some growth and you're thinking like, okay, well, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna put this in a puff to show I got some growth. So you're actually damaging your hair, because your hair is high porosity. Like I said, because your hair is high porosity, one of the symptoms is that it's going to break very, very easily. So you need to also understand that with high porosity, it's on a spectrum. So I can definitely say when I first started and when I was transitioning, it was more towards the high end, like worst end of it. Definitely go ahead and just think about, like, why is it that whenever somebody tries a product, I essentially, like, you see it, and initially you see that the product just absorbs into the hair texture, and it works in everything else. But when it comes to your hair, all of a sudden, you're enemy of the state. Like, it doesn't mess with you. It doesn't text back. Like the product is not gonna work on your hair. So that's the main reason why I want to make these videos. Want to go into detail about these. Besides for my high porosity layers, I feel like my high porosity people, I feel like you're in the most need. Like, you need the most help, and it's not that bad. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not that bad once you get the formula for what you want with your hair. But I really feel like I want to go into detail and like give you guys some options as well. But you know, since we've been, you know, saying all these negative connotations about high porosity hair, we're gonna at least do the good benefits. The good benefit, the good part about high porosity is the fact that it's easier to stretch. So my hair is easier to stretch, and it's easier for your hair to stay straighter longer when you do have, that's why you'll see the heat train. Just gonna put that picture there. So that's why when you'll sit there and you'll see like people heat training their hair, with someone who has low porosity as me, like for example, like one of my previous videos of where I blowed out my hair with the brush, I can tell you, and I can give you a timestamp. I blow dried my hair with that brush, had a big blowout, and that was like around 12 o'clock. I promise you, 1:30, my curls already were back. They were not playing, and it was on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. And my hair was just like, yeah, this was fun. We should do this again next Wednesday. And yeah, we're gonna go back curly now. We're gonna go back. Okay, so definitely that's the only hard thing about having low porosity hair versus high porosity hair. High porosity hair is actually easier to stretch. And speaking of that, I'm gonna actually go into what I say solutions, okay? Because I'm not gonna sit here and tell you about your hair and then I'm not gonna give you any help. I'm here to help. So one of the main solutions I would say is get your protein treatment up to par, okay? Get your protein treatment on game, okay? You see it? Definitely get your protein treatment here. I'm gonna go ahead and list Aphogee. So Aphogee is actually a really thorough protein treatment that I would recommend for my ladies and the gentlemen here. I would definitely recommend Aphogee. I'd recommend the English language. Oh my God, that was horrible. I would definitely recommend an Aphogee protein treatment. So this treatment is going to be thorough. Like, I know there's two steps there, but like it's going to be very thorough. It's definitely going to go ahead and build basically the protein treatment. Think of the protein treatment is going to come in like a little like cement, you know, like basically it's going to come in and it's going to kind of basically make some of the like I said, those ridges that are right here is basically going to come in and basically fill in those spots where you're missing. So that way you can slowly move towards normal porosity. Now, if you go overboard, you're gonna go to low porosity where it filled it in too much, it's closed now. So, but yeah, so definitely the protein treatment is definitely gonna go in. Like I said, I definitely recommend Aphogee. Now, my low porosity people, my high porosity people, please do not do a protein treatment from Aphogee. I did it, and so it felt like Goku did a KO cannon on top of my hair. Like, I promise you, Kamehameha on top of my head. Like, he did a full-on power blast on top of my scalp. My scalp felt like it was on fire. Like someone got a match and just like there was kerosene in the Aphogee treatment and just lit it on my scalp. So because I'm low porosity, what ended up happening is the fact that because I'm low porosity, the protein treatment can't penetrate immediately. So what ends up happening is that this is where you get into protein sensitivity. Your hair, your cuticles are already closed. So this protein coming in on top of it is basically like, in conclusion, it hurt. Okay, that's the best thing. In conclusion, it hurt because I already had the proteins that were helping seal these ridges in. So when it came on top, like I promise you, it hurt. I'm not gonna lie to you, I cried, and I don't even cry. Like it burned. Like I felt like my scalp was on fire. Like that's what I said. For my low porosity ladies, please do not do this to yourself. This is my doctor recommendation for my high porosity chicks and fellas, because they need that extra protein. Don't do it to yourself, okay? And if you do, let me know below, because I just want to know what happened. But anyways, okay, so another option is ACV. So apple cider vinegar washes. So you're gonna want to do, like, for high porosity, you're gonna want a clarifying shampoo. So mine's is more, my shampoo that I use is more of, it's a cleanser. I use As I Am deep conditioner, you know, like, it's a cleanser. Like it gets through. I think I switch out with Garnier here and there too. Just a basic Garnier one. Like it's a cleanser. Like it just, like, mine's a cleanser, but like you need an ACV, and you need a apple cider vinegar wash in a way. So the apple cider vinegar is gonna go through and thoroughly cleanse any type of, like, it's gonna cleanse in all the buildup. Now when I say buildup, you're thinking, oh my God, Claire, you're backtracking. No, when I mean buildup, all those products you keep laying on it because you're a product junkie, it's okay. We meet on Thursdays. All the products that you have that you keep piling on top, you're gonna go ahead and need a clarifying shampoo, because that's not product buildup, it's just cuticle buildup to me. So like all the stuff that's, like, for example, let's say you slap Cantu on there, and then you slap As I Am, and then you slap Diva, and then you slap Manger. Like all these things, because of the fact that you're high porosity, they're slipping out, but there's still some under there that they're not doing anything for growth. They're still under there. So you're gonna go ahead, you're gonna need this clarifying shampoo to go ahead and go in and definitely go through and thoroughly clean it. And like I said, because you're high porosity, it's okay for you to have this extreme, you know, acidic clarifying shampoo, because of the fact that your cuticles are open anyway. You all up and through there. It's cool though. Your cuticles already open. Me personally, for apple cider ACV wash, it would be intense for my scalp, because like I said, I'm already, like, my scalp's already closed. So it's just kind of like, for me to do an ACV, like, it would be too intense for my scalp. Like I can see the fireballs coming in. I can see the fireballs again coming in. All right, and then, like, just to wrap up, I definitely want to make sure you guys are sealing your hairs with butter. So, you know, for all type 4 hair, it's very important. Like, I'll go ahead and put an example there. Why do I stop breathing when I do that? I don't know why. But yeah, so definitely go ahead and really go through and find a butter that you like. Like some people like to do raw African shea butter, like I just showed you just now. Some people like to make their own. Some people like to whip their own butter, you know. Whatever works for you, just make sure that it works for you. Because like I said, like I use a double butter cream from As I Am, and it does the job. But I know for my high porosity, you need a butter cream to seal it. Like basically until you graduate to either low porosity or normal porosity, you're going to, how to describe it, like you're gonna need as much protection as possible. So what the butter is gonna do is put a jacket on. Like, you know how your mom be saying, put a jacket on for me? Like the double butter is just gonna put that jacket on for you. Like you already have like your protein treatment. You have your protein treatment, your growth oil, or whatever growth oil you want to use, or whatever, and like your other oils, jojoba oil, avocado oil, olive oil, make it rain oil, like whatever oil you want to do. You have all those oils on there. But yeah, definitely just go through. That would be my solution for you. So like I said, if you didn't watch this whole video, please watch this part, because of the fact that you can educate yourself on stuff. But like I said, I have personal experience with friends who have high porosity, as well as myself, who I was also high porosity at one point when I had first started. When I had first started my natural hair journey 6 years ago, I feel like a lifetime ago. But thanks to you guys again. Definitely go ahead and subscribe. And like I said, if you have any other suggestions, please drop them below for our high porosity crew. I will see you in our next part of the series, and we are going to attack low porosity. All right, bye. Claire here.